जी।
High leverage systems, building the engine. If your goals and anti goals establish your direction, the high leverage systems are the engine that drives you forward into that envisioned future. Envisioned future. In his best selling book Atomic Habits, author James Clear famously wrote, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems."
बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग है।
Systems are the daily actions that create forward progress. Leverage amplifies the output of a single unit of input. Combining the two, Combining the two ideas, high leverage systems are the daily actions that create amplified asymmetric forward progress. To understand this, we briefly turn to a legendary soccer star and the most famous investor of all time. It's December 18, 2022, and Lionel Messi walks slowly around the pitch of Lusail Stadium in Doha, Qatar. He looks around, gazes off into space. It's easy to imagine this is a scene from a pre-game practice or following a game's conclusion, but it is not. Lionel Messi is walking slowly around the pitch in the 107th minute of the most important match of his life, the World Cup final against France. With 90,000 screaming fans in the stands and over 1 million people watching worldwide. Suddenly, he sparks into action. As if possessed, he sprints forward at an angle, receives a pass from teammate Lotero Martins, and quickly routes the ball to teammate Enzo Fernandez, who sends it back to Martinez. Martinez shoots, but a spectacular save by France's goalkeeper Hugo Lloris deflects the ball straight to Messi. As he has done so many times in his career, Lionel Messi controls the ball and fires a shot into the goal, giving Argentina the lead in extra time. They would go on to win the match in a penalty shootout, cementing Lionel Messi's case as the greatest soccer player of all time. Messi's almost incomprehensibly long list of professional accolades includes, at the time of this writing, a record 8 Ballon d'Or awards and 6 European Golden Shoes given to the best player of the year and the leading goal scorer, respectively. He also holds the records for the most goals in La Liga, the Super Copa de España, and the UEFA Super Cup, and the most officially recorded assists in soccer history. In a world of sports dominated by perfect physical specimens who outrun, outjump, and outhustle their opponents, Lionel Messi stands out as an anomaly. You wanted to add something?
ना अभी तक तो डेस्क्रिप्टिव है सारा, चली जाए एक मतलब विजुअल्स आ रहे हैं सामने सारे।
Uh, he's just 5'7" and weighs under 160 pounds, and if you watch him play, he often appears sluggish, even lazy. A Google search of Lionel Messi lazy yields about 500,000 results, most of them noting his propensity to walk around a soccer pitch while his teammates and opponents are sprinting feverishly in various directions. It is the most talked about walking habit in the world. In the run up to Argentina's 2022 World Cup final, the New Yorker published an article with a subtitle that said Messi can often be found off the ball, strolling and dawdling and looking mildly uninterested. But it turns out Lionel Messi's walking is far from laziness. It's strategy. Interestingly, it is the same strategy employed by the world's most successful investor. Warren Buffett is known as the Oracle of Omaha for a reason. Over an investing career spanning more than 70 years, he has achieved compounded annual returns of over 20%, an astonishing feat over such a long time. To put this figure in perspective, if you had invested $10,000 in Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway in 65, it would be worth an eye-watering $300 million today. In a world of investing dominated by high frequency trading and high tech algorithms designed to outmaneuver the markets in competition, Warren Buffett stands out as an anomaly. He generated these results while making fewer investments than the average casual day trader. Commenting on his strategy, he once quipped, "The trick is investing is just to sit there and watch pitch after pitch go by and wait for the one right in your sweet spot." So what do the young soccer star and the old investing whiz have in common? Both focus their energy on a few key moments and ignore the rest. When they are on, they deploy their energy in a concentrated, glorious burst. When they are off, they wait, conserve, and position themselves slowly and strategically into locations that will be advantageous in future moments. They work smart, not hard. Lionel Messi and Warren Buffett understand the power of high leverage systems, whereas most people operate in a fixed, symmetric loop of inputs and outputs, with one input for one unit output. Messi and Buffett identify and focus their energy on the actions and decisions that are likely to generate 100 units of output for their 1 unit of input. They fundamentally break the fixed relationship of inputs and outputs to create asymmetric outcomes.
काफी इंटरेस्टिंग है ये। मतलब डिस्ट्रक्टिव, जैसे डिस्ट्रप्टिव टेक्नोलॉजी की बात हम करते हैं उस तरह से है, जैसे एआई का भी चल रहा है आउट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शन या एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ के लिए।
If the greatest soccer player and the greatest investor of all time share this common trait, we should take heed. The guides at the end of each section will arm you with proven high leverage systems for each domain. To establish your high leverage systems, consider the guides and select the actions that will create meaningful progress towards your envisioned future. The dimmer switch. Okay, you're on mute.
तो हाई लेवरेज सिस्टम की बात हो रही है।
मतलब बेसिकली जहां पे आप 1 unit इनपुट इज इक्वल टू 100 unit और 1000 unit आउटपुट.
हम्म।
It can be also considered in terms of freedom of time.
हम्म।
We are selling or we are giving time for that particular whatever money or whatever we are in return, whatever we are getting.
हाँ, ये जैसे कहते हैं, पहले तो ये कहते हैं थिंक आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स टू अचीव दिस, या फिर कहते हैं थिंक एज इफ देयर इज नो बॉक्स।
Hmm.
सो थोड़ा क्रिएटिव होना पड़ेगा इसमें, इनोवेटिव होना पड़ेगा, कुछ टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज, और कुछ क्या बोलते हैं, ब्लू ओशन स्ट्रेटजी।
क्या है ब्लू ओशन स्ट्रैटेजी?
ब्लू ओशन स्ट्रेटजी मींस ऐसे जगह पे एक्सप्लोर करना जहाँ कंपटीशन ही नहीं है, जिस फील्ड में या जिस मार्केट में, अगर इकोनॉमिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखें तो। क्योंकि अदरवाइज सभी लोग कहाँ पे फोकस करते हैं, जब बहुत कंपटीशन,
हम्म.
लेकिन मार्केट इज बिग एनफ, या बहुत सारी ऐसे एरियाज है भी जहाँ कंपटीशन है ही नहीं, इस तरह से।
Anyone else